A little late getting into the game. Just under 5 minutes to go in period 2 here. Getting set up. Jamestown just scored first goal of the game. Nice cross, Olsen pressured, gives it back to Steinhaus. Steinhaus, nice one-touch pass up to Scott. Scott carrying the puck wide. His shot, bottom of the circle, hits the crossbar. It's kept in at the point by Steinhaus. Steinhaus' shot on target. A little bit of a deflection by Scott. Body hit at the point. Loose puck slides over in front of the Angels bench. Possession regained by Olsen, neutral area. Slapped forward by Steinhaus. Picked up by Jamestown Predators defender. Wide angle shot by Bolte. Rebound shot by Olsen. A save by Jamestown goaltender, preventing them from popping one in, trying to tie the game back up. Jamestown got the puck out of the zone. Originally skipped away by Steinhaus. Pulled kick out of his stick. Jamestown charging back forward. Nice defensive move by Tweeten. Stops them in their tracks. Puck rims the boards behind the net. Steinhaus ties the player up nicely and along the boards. Passes it up to Scott. Can reach it. Tweeten feeds it up near side to Bolte. Bolte nice pass across to Erickson. Erickson shot. Hits stick. Gets deflected high. Up over the net. Puck out at the point. Pass attempt from Tweeten going to his D partner. Was broken up there by Jamestown. Recovered back in the Angels' end by Tweeten. He fed it up to Bolte. Stripped away by 27. Passes to 51. Puck shot on net was a stick save by Noonan, and the puck bounced up over the top of him and gets hung up in the netting above the crossbar, so the referee blows the play dead. Puck kept in at the blue line by Jamestown. Stripped away in the neutral area. Battle behind the goal line. Tweeten passed it up to Sandy. Sandy a nice feed forward to Olsen. Olsen brings it back into Jamestown end. Swing and a miss on his shot. Puck still goes towards net. Olsen charging towards net, looking for any type of a rebound. Off the draw, Sandy charging forward with the puck towards net. It's tied up behind the goal line, recovered by Olsen. Olsen feeds it out, gets deflected into the air. Shot from the point by Johnson. Hits a leg. Shot from the high slot by Olsen. Blocker save, cleared wide. Loose puck in the corner. Battle recovered by Sandy. Sandy fed it back to Olsen. He's immediately tied up. Breakout pass initially broken up by Bolte. Recovered by Jamestown. Johnson tying the player up along the boards. Centering pass still able to somehow make it towards net. Broken up by Tweeten. Flipped back by Johnson towards Tweeten. He's puck out at the point. His shot goes wide of the net. Puck that along the far board. Sandy's going to come out with it. Feeds it near side towards Bolte. Bolte tried feeding it right back. Jamestown carrying the puck back into their zone. DD pass back and forth. Nice chip up along the boards. Kept it in nicely was Johnson at the point. Another D pass back behind the goal line to 41. He passes it up to 4. 4 a one-touch pass. One reaching for it was Tweeten. Jamestown 21. Pressured. Johnson with the puck. Feeds it to Jamestown 4 at the blue line. Recovered in the far corner by Tweeten. Tweeten's going to skate it out into the neutral area. Will Tweeten's going to continue with it. Lost it on the pressure. 41 the puck carrier. Nice block save by Noonan. Loose puck behind the net. Flip forward and a shot and a goal from behind the net. Multiple Angels players skating over the puck. Not sure, perhaps they didn't know where it was. They were all kind of backing away from it. And the Jamestown player was able to find the puck behind the goal line, flipped it up, and he hit the back of Benjamin Noonan. Deflected into the back of the net. We've got 34.8 seconds to go in period number 3. Not the type of goal you see every day. Off the draw, possession controlled by Scott. Scott, far shot from the high point. Pass out to the point, kept in by Johnson. Puck battle, lots of bodies, cleared wide by Jamestown. Shot by Sandy, crossed in front of everybody. Foot race now. Pass out front, just a little bit out of reach from the intended F2 crasher for Jamestown. Kept in at the point. Shot broken up by Steinhaus. Steinhaus tied it up to Bolte. Bolte chips it wide. That'll do it for period number 2. We'll have both teams head to their respective locker rooms and we'll have a quick Zamboni break before finishing off with period number 3 here in Fargo. The Fargo Angels are taking on Jamestown Predators. I believe that's what they're called, if I remember right. So stick around. We'll be back here momentarily. Cece, can you undo that bottom one? Let it drop. And then tighten it. Thank you. CC, will you loosen that again, please? Let it drop. And then tighten it. Thank you. Yeah, why? Yeah, why? What the heck? Period number 3 underway. 15-minute period number 3. Not sure why they're doing 15-minute periods this game. Bantams are 17-minute periods according to the USA rulebook, so that's interesting. Centering pass by Olsen behind, cleared wide by Jamestown. Battle still continuing in the Jamestown end. The rule, well, the last rule that I had read about game times is that Bantams were 17, but I've been wrong before. Peewees are 15. Not to say that North Dakota doesn't have something about 15-minute Bantam periods. Nice win on the draw. Pass from Erickson to Tweeten. Fed back to Steinhaus. Gets broken up by Jamestown's 55. Recovered by Steinhaus. He carries it behind the net. Nice jump move to get around and attack forward. Puck gets poke checked off. Steinhaus goes down on the play. Recovered by Erickson. Erickson wins the red line. Backhands it deep into the Predator zone. Recovered by Scott behind the goal line. Scott swooping around. Puck poke checked off. Does come out into the neutral area. It's recovered by Steinhaus. Steinhaus tries backhanding it up. Offsides is going to be the call. Stopping play. Off the draw, bouncing puck slapped up by Tweeten, sent right back by Jamestown defender. And then hammered again by Tweeten. Icing waved off on the play, recovered by Jamestown. Jamestown's going to skate it back out of their zone. Cuts near side, 41. A drop pass back to 21. Was able to recover it. Rips a blast shot just wide of the net. Puck slides all the way out back into the Jamestown zone. It's going to get chased down by 35. Pressure given by Olsen. Puck recovered by Sandy. Passed it to Tweeten. Tweeten fed it up. It's tipped further into the zone by Bolte. Puck battle in the corner. Olsen goes down on the play. Sandy comes in to add support. Puck rolls towards the net. Sent out to the point by Bolte. Shot by Johnson is going wide of the net. Covered in the corner by Sandy. Backhands it behind the goal line, where it's recovered by Jamestown. Jamestown passing it out towards the middle. 35 pressured by Tweeten. Puck slides into the far corner. It's recovered by Johnson. Johnson feeding it up to Olsen. Olsen gets taken down on the play. Johnson stepped over the puck. He's pushed down on the play. Olsen tries feeding the puck out of the zone. Shot from the point. Kick saved by Noonan. Recovered by Scott. Scott carries the puck back up. Hooked. And no penalty on the call. Puck out towards Johnson. Johnson feeds it out right at the point to a waiting Jamestown player. Nice move by Tweeten behind the goal line. And a bank pass over to Scott. Scott recovers and a backhand blind pass straight to a Jamestown player. Recovered by 55. Lost it on the stick handle. Centering pass. Tweeten does a nice job of tying the player up. Pass by Erickson. It's going to clear everybody and go all the way down. It'll be an icing push to bring the puck right back to the same faceoff dot, right to where Erickson launched the puck from.
Nope, go get the blade. Go get the blade.
Off the draw, charging forward is Steinhaus. Steinhaus carrying the puck. Cuts in towards the middle. Lost it on the stick handle. Loose puck picked up by Scott behind the goal line. Stripped up and stolen by his stick. Puck dumped back into the zone by Johnson with players still across the blue line. So offsides is going to stop play. Olsen's going to come out and take the face-off for the Angels. Flipping the puck forward. And we will have a penalty on the play. Looks like it's going to be against Jamestown number 96. He'll serve 2 minutes for hooking. And with the penalty, it'll take a face-off back deeper down in the Jamestown end. Off the drop, puck out to the point. Steinhaus feeding it across to Tweeten. Tweeten fed it over to Bolte. Bolte with a nice shot. Save and held on by the Jamestown goaltender.
Come on, Angels!
Olsen with the draw again. Puck possession regained by Angels. Olsen fed it out to Steinhaus. Steinhaus giving it back to Olsen. Olsen, low shot, stick save, cleared wide behind the goal line by Jamestown. Centering pass from behind the net. Out to Bolte. Bolte fed it out to Tweeten. Tweeten a nice shot on target. Save, cleared wide. Tweeten rushing up, getting the puck. A whiff pass by Erickson. Couldn't get the puck out front. It's carried wide by Jamestown. Bolte gets pushed down on the play. Wide angle shot by Olsen. Crosses in front of the net. Chasing for it along the far boards. Tweeten keeps it in. Sends it back into the corner. Slot back out to Tweeten by Jamestown. Sends it near side to Steinhaus. Steinhaus shot goes wide of the net. Kept in again by Tweeten. Bouncing puck. Nice stick lift by Olsen. Allows Bolte to come in. Bolte's going to cut in. Bolte rips a shot. Went wide of the net. Olsen puts a shot on that. Stick save, cleared wide. Stepping up was Tweeten. Jamestown charging forward on the offensive. Nice poke check by Steinhaus. Tweeten is able to recover the puck. Tweeten feeds it near side to Olsen. Olsen sends it up to Sandy, and icing will be the call as the pass from Olsen occurred just in front of center red line before crossing out. Sandy's going to take the face-off for the Angels. Puck passed up by Tweeten, up to Steinhaus. Steinhaus to Sandy. Puck bounced just a little bit too far. Giving chase is Sandy. Carries it. The ref skates it around behind the net. Feeds it out front. Stepping up is Tweeten. Tweeten rips a shot. Leg save. Cleared wide into the far corner. Coming out with it is Steinhaus. Steinhaus feeds it out to Tweeten. Not exactly sure what Johnson was doing way out by the red line as Tweeten was expecting to be able to feed it across. You got to hold that blue line there, bud.
Come on, Angel!
And it's got the goal. And I had been slow to get that power play button up. Couldn't tell because I didn't have my eye on the penalty box to know if that was a penalty kill or if the penalty had expired. So it was an even strength goal, but either way, that's going to tie the game up. Or no, that's going to... Who scored that? That's going to bring the deficit back to within one. Forgot about the second Jamestown goal. Jamestown goaltender getting some... His leg pads getting tended to. Taking the draw is Scott. Puck slides over, stumped all the way down. Icing waved off as it was tipped. Recovered behind the goal line by Johnson. Johnson feeds it up to Erickson. Erickson tries going across with it. Broken up by Jamestown. Loose puck bouncing in front. Cleared wide by the stick of Noonan. Puck battle raging on. Kicked forward by Scott. Scott fed it up to Bolte. Bolte giving it right back to Scott. Nice job by Jamestown diving forward. Scott passes it up to Erickson. Erickson feeds it to Bolte. Bolte absolutely buries that puck, hammering it into the back of the net. Now we're back at a tie game. That was a really nice progression play. Passing the puck back and forth. Scott to Erickson to Bolte. Beautiful. Nice face-off win by Sandy. Tip from Olsen back to Steinhaus, back to Olsen. Both checked off of his stick, slapped up by Tweeten. Dumped into the zone along the far boards by Bolte. Chase being given by Sandy. Sandy gets a shot on target. Save and held on, frozen by the goaltender. Right after the draw, bouncing puck slides into the far corner, flipped up and out of play into the netting behind the goal. Player, I believe, was trying to bank it off the glass. Offsides is the call. Apologize for the video.
Good, how are you?
Off the draw, bouncing puck. Nice pass from Sandy near side to Olsen. Olsen couldn't have a clear lane. Tried going wide. Puck towards net. Olsen feeding it up to Sandy. Sandy, a shot and a goal. A beautiful feed out by Olsen to Sandy, who was waiting, willing, and ready, and hammers it into the back of the net. Angels now coming out, taking a lead.
Good job, Angel!
Starting to put things together and making things click, which is what you're seeing happen right now for playmaking. Really happy to see the type of heads-up hockey, smart hockey that they're putting together. Off the draw, puck slapped forward by Scott, chasing it in. It was Erickson, and Scott will go down for tripping. Angels need to touch the puck, and there they will have the whistle, so Scott will go and sit for 2 minutes. And that'll have a face-off down in the Angels' end. Shot from the point goes just wide. Chasing for it was Olsen. 20 sent the puck towards net. It's flipped up out of the zone nicely by Tweeten. Puck will slide, and icing is going to be called. Almost was close enough to be on target to where it was going to hit the net. And so that brings faceoff back into Angels territory. Nice faceoff win by Erickson, clearing the puck wide. It's recovered by Jamestown. Pass out to the point. It was a little bit off target. Puck recovered back by 20 in their zone. 21 carries it in. Looks like he's going to try and wind up. Gets around Steinhaus. Tweeten steps up. Nice job clearing the puck. Pass out to the point. That shot goes just wide. Picked up near side by 55. Overskating the puck. Saved it with the side of the cheese grater. That'll make your ears ring. It was Noonan. Puck recovered by Tweeten behind the goal line. Stripped off of his stick. Recovered by Jamestown. Jamestown charging forward. Don't overcommit. Shot from the wide angle, and Noonan will hold on to it. 53 seconds remaining in the Angels penalty. We've got 5 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in period number 3. Face off by Sandy. Possession by Jamestown. Centering pass just out of reach. It slides all the way out of the zone. It's going to be recovered in the neutral area. Defensive pass to 25. Pass forward, broken up by Sandy. He's going to launch it off the glass, but it'll have too much momentum carrying it down. So that'll be another icing and bring it back down for face-off in the Angels territory once again. Off the draw. Puck's going to get carried out by Steinhaus. He chips it off the glass, sends it all the way down again. I understand what they're doing, that they're trying to chip it up in the glass and bank it. Their angle of attack is a little bit too narrow, so the puck has too much carried and slides all the way down, as opposed to shooting it more directly perpendicular to the glass, which would bank it out towards middle ice. Kind of like you're shooting billiards. You gotta know how you're gonna bank the ball. Shot from the point, glove saving, held on by Noonan. Off the draw, puck along the boards, passed out to the point. Saved by Noonan. Rebound recovered by Angels. It's going to get carried out of the zone by Sandy. Sandy's going to win the red line and dump it back down. One chase being given. I like to see that. Sandy being it. Pulte hanging back for the penalty kill. And with the penalty kill, back at full strength. Chased now by Pulte behind the line. Pressured by Scott. Recovered by Jamestown. Jamestown's pass off the boards. Picked up by 21. 21 lost it on the stick handle. Recovered by Steinhaus. Kicking the puck up. Steinhaus is going to continue with it. Steinhaus feeds it across to Pulte. Pulte gives it right back to Steinhaus. Steinhaus flips the puck towards net. Goaltender thought that he had it. Blowing a tire was Steinhaus behind the goal line. Loose puck now picked up by 27. Feeds it out to the point. Shot on target by Tweeten. Crosses wide of the net. Chased down by Olsen now. Olsen flips it into the corner. Battle along the boards. Olsen goes after it. Scott was tied up. Centering pass by Olsen. Was cleared wide by Jamestown. Kept into point by Steinhaus. A centering pass. Jamestown to flip it up out of the zone. Cross-ice pass. It's going to get dumped by Steinhaus off the boards. Goes to a defender's stick. Forwarding pass. Carried across the red line. They dump it. Chase down now to win a foot race. Scott pulls the puck off the boards into the corner and inadvertently putting it in front of the net. Puck goes up into the netting. Right above the glass right there. It touches the netting, so that's hence why you saw the whistle. Or heard it, rather. You saw the ref blow his whistle. You can't see sound unless it's... Well, we don't need to get into a science lesson. We'll leave that for another day. Sandy's getting ready to take the draw. You really want to allow somebody to nerd out. Sit down and have a conversation with me about science. I'll blow your mind. Nice win by Sandy. Cleared wide. Oh, recovered pass from behind the goal line. Almost got deflected off a skate. Shot from the point. Stopped by Steinhaus. Steinhaus on the spin. Chipped it out of the zone. Dumped back in by a waiting Jamestown defender. Puck sliding behind. Puck sliding behind the goal line. Steinhaus blindly was trying to stop it with his skate and missed it. Thankfully, Noonan was able to react in time. Icing waved off this time. Nice job by Sandy giving chase. Jamestown tries to break the puck out. Recovered by Sandy. Sandy flips it back into the near side corner. recovered by Jamestown. Jamestown using the boards. Feeds it up far side. Breakout pass. Ran into some skates. Jamestown tries banking it off the boards where it's stopped by Sandy. The defender had stepped up. Feeding it up to waiting forwards. Pressured by Johnson. 55 carrying the puck wide. Bouncing puck on the drive to the net was going wide. Picked up along the far boards. Loose puck battled by Bolte. Bolte puts a stick on it. Launches it all the way down. Gets an icing whistle, but change of line for some of the players for the Angels as they're still a little bit short on the bench due to some injuries. Broken finger by one player and some bruised bones in the foot of another, if not broken foot. Might be too early to tell for the x-rays due to the swelling. That puck gets dumped and flipped up out of play above the Angels' box. Angels playing with 8 skaters, so 3 players on the bench able to relieve players that have been double and triple shifting. Off the drop, loose puck picked up by Steinhaus. Steinhaus flips the puck. Icing waved off due to a deflection tip. 2 minutes to go in period number 3. Bouncing puck found its way coming all the way out. It's going to get recovered by Tweeten down in Angel zone. Tweeten's going to carry it behind the net. Tweeten tried feeding it up to Olsen, waiting along the boards out in neutral area. It's broken up by Jamestown. Johnson loses a stick. Johnson's still going after it. And a penalty now is going to be assessed to Johnson for roughing as he was going in leading with his hands on every body check that he was trying to do. You got to have your hands down, otherwise you'll get called for roughing every time, which is exactly what happened. So we have a minute 36 to go in the game, all of which will be a man short for the Angels due to the roughing penalty. No? You know, it wasn't crazy. You can see here the period length. Number 2, Bantam level, 17-minute periods. Knew I wasn't going nuts. But yet, for some reason, we play 15-minute periods. Don't know why. Should be playing 17-minute periods due to the age. But out of my control. Face off by Sandy, wins it nicely. Charging forward is Steinhaus. Pressured by Jamestown. Jamestown having an extra attacker. 6 on 4. They do have an empty net. Puck slid out towards the point. Pressured by Steinhaus. That time pressured by Sandy. Puck dumped wide. Skipped in along the far boards. Given chase. Foot race won by Jamestown. Tweeten feeds the puck out. Icing waved off as it was tipped by the defender. Less than a minute to go in the game now. Passing forward by 55. Icing will be the call this time as it was tipped and deflected but by their own teammate. So that stops time and that'll force Jamestown to bring their goaltender out as there will be a face-off down in their end. Bet you can see and wait that if Jamestown's able to clear their zone, the goaltender will rush back to the bench, adding that 6th skater once again. Scott taking the face-off with Erickson, Olsen and Tweeten at defense. Jamestown winning the face-off, sends it wide. There goes the goaltender, 55, carrying it in. Skates around Olsen, Bolson now is going to get called for hooking as he was saving the player from getting a shot. Bouncing puck, 36 seconds to go, empty net. Jamestown hopefully can keep possession, but as soon as Angels have to touch it, and there we had to touch it behind there, 25 seconds to go. Well, they would have, even if he would have.
But then the clock would have kept running for a little bit.
Oh, I know. No, I'm with you there. So now it'll be a 6-on-3. 25-second opportunity with a massive man advantage. Timeout being taken now, this time by the Angels bench. The best thing the Angels can do is try to win the face-off, win it wide. And if it was me, I'd tie that puck up as hard as I could with my skate against the boards and hold it there for as long as possible. And if that's not an option, then you just try and flip the thing as high as you can up into the air. Not launch it long-wise, but flip it up high like a big rainbow. So it has as much air carry as possible, dropping down into neutral zone without sliding all the way down for an icing. You gotta just eat as much of the 25 seconds off the clock as possible, because you can guarantee that this Jamestown team is really going to be putting the pressure on, and they're going to be flying to try and keep the puck in the Angels zone. Sandy, a crucial face-off for him, wins it into the corner. Skating for is Tweeten. Tweeten doing exactly what I was hoping that he would do, is tries to tie it up, recovered by Jamestown, passed out to the point, sent back over near side to 27. 27 reps a shot. Beautiful block by Steinhaus, and that'll do it. 4 seconds to go. Broken up, and a final buzzer. Wonderful job by Steinhaus blocking that shot. And a really nice win for this Angels team, beating Jamestown by 1 and breaking on and ending being on a penalty kill for the last minute and a half of the game with a 6-on-4, which then ended up being a 6-on-3. Still able to come out victorious. Great win, boys. Thanks for being with us. As always, until